Now this is a reason why I don't mess with Nike that heavy. What's up YouTube? So in case you haven't heard, there's been some pretty crazy news that has been emerging this past day or two, and it's totally throwing the sneaker community in a frenzy. So in case you didn't hear, the vice president of Nike of North America, her name is Ann Hebert, kind of spontaneously resigned from her position yesterday. This is significant because she has been with Nike for 25 plus years, and so she holds quite a big position. Now why is this important? It's because apparently her 19-year-old son, his name is Joe, has been caught, or there has been reports that he has been using his mom's credit card and employee privileges somehow to backdoor hundreds and thousands of coveted Nike sneakers. I don't know much about him, but from my brief research, he runs a reselling company called West Coast Streetwear, and he has an Instagram and a following, but he's been reselling a lot of popular Nike sneakers for a couple of years now. So now it just starts to open up this whole discussion about like how scarce and how high is truly the supply and demand of these sneakers. A lot of average sneaker collectors like me and many others really have a hard time copying these sneakers that we want so bad, but we just always take these L's on sneakers app and at the stores, and sneakers are always selling out so quick. And now that these reports have been leaked or emerging into the public eye, there's an explanation now that a lot of Nike employees or people connected to Nike have been backdooring these sneakers and using that to their advantage. So when it comes to the backdooring stuff, obviously that's not a new thing at all. If you've been in the sneaker community and the sneaker game for a while, you know that that's pretty much part of the game. Nowadays, unfortunately, sneakers is all about making that quick buck and that quick flip in order to make profits, and pretty much everyone in the sneaker community is an entrepreneur to some degree this day and age. But as a consumer and a sneaker enthusiast myself, it just kind of bums me out because I love the collection and the hobby of it. But it's hard to enjoy when, again, sneakers are just ridiculously overpriced in the resale market and the aftermarket. It's not worth that much trouble and spending that much money just for a pair of sneakers, for me anyway. But again, now this opens up this discussion about how true of a deficiency is there between supply and demand. Are these coveted sneakers really that much rarer than they really are? Or are the insiders with Nike finding these loopholes to create this artificial demand when really, again, there are a lot more pairs available for the average consumer than the public seems to present in itself? So there are a couple sides to the story here. As a sneaker enthusiast or a sneaker hobbyist, I just love the culture and it's just fun for me. But of course, people like me are somewhat infuriated and outraged because we can't enjoy what we love and we can't enjoy the culture when you have business people and resellers, I'll call them resellers, hike up these prices and make them impossible to get. And on the other hand, you have the business people and or resellers. These people may or may not be into the culture as much, but they do understand the demand behind the sneaker community, and so they use that to their advantage to try to make good profits. In a business mindset, it's all fair game. At the end of the day, everyone's just trying to survive, and in a capitalist type of economy, you just gotta do what you can and make a quick buck, right? So can't knock on that mindset. Relating this back to Nike's vice president and her son, from my understanding, I don't think there was anything illegal about what happened or is happening. Backdooring is pretty common and happens all the time, but I know this will hurt. This is definitely gonna hurt Nike's brand and Nike's reputation, and it's really gonna hurt her and her family's reputation and their business moving forward. My perception of all this is that this is definitely an issue of morals and ethics. I'm pretty sure he knew exactly what he was doing, and at this day and age, whatever you can do to make a quick buck, you just gotta go for it. Unfortunately, he got caught or some sort of report leaked, and he's just in a position that he was not supposed to be in. What I really do hope for after all this is said and done, Nike is in the process of finding a new person to replace the previous president, and I really hope that whoever they find will really fix this loophole issue and accessibility of rarer sneakers or more coveted sneakers, and again, just make it more fun and easy for the average person to cop sneakers. I know that's a lot to ask for, and who knows what will happen in these upcoming weeks or months, but you can only hope, right? So I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this story. Do you guys think Nike should make sneakers more accessible and more easier to cop? Or do you believe in that business mindset where, everyone for themselves and whatever you can do to make a quick buck? If you were in that position where your parents or you knew somebody that worked for Nike and you had access to all these coveted sneakers and you knew that there was a lot of money to be made, do you think you would have put yourself in a similar position? I would love to hear about it in the comments below. If you made it this far, please give this video a thumbs up. It'll really help me out a lot, and check out some of my previous videos. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace.